And we're starting off with some news coming in from the United States. According to local media reports, a suspect is now in custody following an incident that occurred at the home of the U.S. Vice President JD Vance. Now, in details that are still trickling in, the U.S. Secret Service reportedly called for police at 12:15 a.m. local time. That's the time given. As per the reports, after seeing someone running eastbound, Secret Service agents rushed to the home of the U.S. Vice President JD Vance, which has been left with broken windows. Those are the details coming in. Limited details at this point, of course, because this is news just coming in from the United States, but at the same time, extremely significant developments. What we do know at this point is that this incident took place at the home of the U.S. Vice President JD Vance. And now, as per the local media reports, following that incident, a suspect is now in custody. This incident occurred at the home of JD Vance, and the U.S. Secret Service reportedly called for the police at 12:15 a.m. local time. This was after seeing someone running eastbound, and then the Secret Service agents reportedly rushed to the home of the U.S. Vice President JD Vance, and the home has been left with broken windows, is what we know at this point. Let's quickly straight across go to our correspondent, Susan Tehrani, who's been tracking those developments. Susan, what more do we know at this point?
So, Molly, one person is in custody right now following that incident early Monday morning. This is JD Vance's Cincinnati, Ohio home, according to federal law enforcement sources. So it's not where the vice president and his family reside as vice president. Nonetheless, law enforcement, including Cincinnati Police and the U.S. Secret Service, they all responded. And as you mentioned, several windows of the residence were found broken when officers arrived. Now, photos of local reporting right now shows damage, but it's not yet clear what exactly occurred, including whether shots were fired or objects were thrown, how these windows were smashed. As you mentioned, it happened around 12:15 a.m. after spotting someone running. This is according to local Cincinnati, Ohio radio reports. And Vance and his family were not at the residence at the time. And officials are now saying that the suspect did not enter the home itself. So authorities are actively investigating whether this was a targeted incident against the vice president or his family. But as of now, we have no motive. And police have not disclosed any charges, identity of the suspect, or specifics of the allegations as of now.
All right, so that is what has emerged right now. Susan, as you just pointed out, this is not where the vice president was at that point. So if just for the basis of understanding for our viewers, this is a residence that is often used by him. Is that correct? And where exactly was he at that point?
Well, the vice president usually lives at the vice president military base. It is outside of Washington, D.C. That's after he's been sworn in as vice president. We don't know where him and his family were at that time, but of course, this is in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is their home. They do go back and forth. But the vice president's official home is at number 1 Observatory Circle. It's located on the grounds of the United States Naval Observatory in northwest Washington, D.C., near Washington, D.C. But nonetheless, this is his family residence. This is his home where he ultimately lived before becoming vice president. So whether or not this individual thought that JD Vance at this time would be in Ohio, again, we don't know. But nonetheless, we also don't know where he was at this time.
All right. We're leaving it there for the moment, Susan. That is the news that we are tracking for you coming in from the United States of that incident that took place at JD Vance's home in Ohio. Limited information, as our correspondent also just pointed out. This, of course, is not the U.S. Vice President's official residence, as we all know. But at the same time, this residence of his being targeted in Ohio, extremely significant. One suspect is now in custody. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.